Boston weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Slips through the line, and the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense set for a first down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On second down, just keeps firing. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am him. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physically. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Huskers are on the move. After the run, now to throw. He's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over the Loyals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Ruiz. They get him down after he makes the catch. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
First down to start the drive after the break. The inside handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
To throw, it's Daniels. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll try the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down coming up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He wants to pass it on second down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Motion from the offense. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Quick step and go. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On second down, they'll take to the air, trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments.
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Huskers! What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Pulls it in on the right. Nothing but green ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Quick catch on 3rd down. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Comes out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. On the move is the 30. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
24, Texas, 14. Texas.
And he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Going deep. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's the end of the third quarter. Nebraska 24, Texas 21.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Longhorns want to move quickly. wide out in motion. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Discards a man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The Cuse is in the house. Syracuse is pouring it on right now with an offensive performance we haven't seen since some of the legendary 44s.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah,
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the third sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Well, they just... Suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Makes his connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left side. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Still looking, on the move. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man and they convert. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires into the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated,